Hey everyone, I'm Brent. This is Lug&TugSawmill. I'm glad you came along today. We're going to split a little bit of firewood. Nobody ever said heating with wood was easy, but it sure is a lot easier now than it was 40 years ago. I started with a McCulloch 310 chainsaw with a 12-inch bar and a 6-pound splitting maul and a house with no insulation. And for the next 3 years, I kept me busy. Every day I wasn't in the coal mine, I was splitting wood. Then I bought a little bit bigger chainsaw and a hydraulic splitter. That thing, I believe it cost me $900, and I used it till 2 years ago. I put a new motor and a new pump on it and sold it for $600. That's probably the best I've ever done on a piece of equipment ever. One of my neighbors and I took a couple side-by-side loads of firewood to another neighbor who had run out, and he was the guy that bought my old splitter, and there he was using that splitter again today. We bought this one because of the log lift, and I'm not sure whether it's 2 or 3 years ago, but I really didn't like crawling around on my knees and then standing up back up and splitting a little bit and crawling around on my knees. So I just stayed down there in the mud and split it all vertical. So when I saw this thing had a wood lift, I just had to have it. And the 4-way wedge works pretty good. It's not a huge, powerful machine, but it does pretty good on the 4-way wedge. Well, you've made it about halfway through. If you're having any fun at all, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe? You know you want to, and it's free. We've had a couple hard cold spells this winter. I've burned more firewood in the outside boiler this year than probably I have in 5 years. But that's why we got it, so we can keep the house warm. It doesn't make any difference how much wood you burn. We've had some pretty good windstorms too. I've got blown over and blown apart trees just about everywhere. There's probably enough firewood on the ground in the last 10 years if I can get it all cut and split and stacked before it rots. This little bit of maple is a top log from a yard tree one of my neighbors gave me, but the top log it's got too many knots and a little bit crooked, so it didn't really make a good saw log, so thought we'd just go ahead and cut it up and split it into firewood. There's that old fiddle tune again. I'm not really particularly religious, but I think this old hymn just makes a great fiddle tune. I'm really glad you came by to see us today. Always make many hands make easy work. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you come back again. that's the last piece. We'll see you the next time.